How much money do you actually need to live in London or New York without feeling permanently broke? That's the question almost everyone asks before they move, and most of the answers online either sugarcoat it or make it sound impossible. So today, let's walk through it like a story, so you can really picture what life on those numbers feels like. Welcome to Broke to Basics, simple money and career tips when you're starting from zero. This video is for education only, not financial or tax advice. Prices are rough estimates and will change over time, so always double-check real numbers for the area you care about. Imagine two friends, both in their mid-20s, both single, no kids. One moves to London, the other to New York City. They're not trying to live a luxury life, but they also don't want to live on instant noodles in a windowless basement. They just want a small room, a social life that isn't dead, and a bit of money left over so every bill doesn't feel like a jump scare. Let's start with London. Our first friend finds a room in a shared flat in Zone 2. It's not fancy, but it's safe, and they have their own bedroom. The rent is £900 a month. Some people pay less by going further out or sharing with more people, but then you pay in time and stress. On top of that, they pay their share of council tax, gas, electricity, and Wi-Fi. That all comes to around £180 on an average month. Add a monthly travel budget for the tube and buses, maybe £160 if they commute a few days a week and go out on weekends. Already, rent, bills, and getting around are swallowing almost £1,240. Next comes food and basics. Cooking at home most of the time, grabbing some Tesco or Aldi deals, but still being realistic, they spend around £280 on groceries. Add a cheap phone plan, toiletries, cleaning stuff, and the random things that always pop up, and that might be another £80. Food and basics pull them to around £360. So far, the total is about £1,600 a month. But that doesn't include fun or any kind of safety net. Even on a very stripped-down social life, a couple of nights out, occasional takeaway, a coffee here and there, plus Netflix or Spotify and the odd new shirt, can easily be another £200. That brings our London friend to roughly £1,800 a month. On that number, they are not living large, but they're not totally miserable. Below about £1,500 a month, they're surviving, not really living. Now jump to New York City. Our second friend finds a room in a shared apartment in Brooklyn. Again, not luxury, not a horror show. The rent is $1,400 a month. Some people find cheaper, but it usually means smaller spaces or longer commutes. Their share of gas, electricity, and Wi-Fi comes to maybe $150 most months. A monthly subway pass is around $140. So before they even buy food, they're at roughly $1,690. Groceries in New York are not cheap. Cooking at home, buying store brands, but still living in the real world, they spend about $350 to $400 a month on food. Add a phone bill, toiletries, laundry, and other small things, and you're looking at roughly $500 total for food and basics. Now our New York friend is sitting around $2,190 a month without having done anything fun. Just like London, a small social life costs money. A couple of nights out, a few drinks, takeaway, streaming services, and the occasional piece of clothing can easily add $250 to $300, even if they're trying to be good. That pulls their monthly total to around $2,400 to $2,500. So what does this actually mean when you compare them? In London, a basic but decent life for a single person in a shared flat often starts around £1,800 a month after tax. In New York, that same level of, I'm not rich, but I'm not crying every time I tap my card, tends to land closer to $2,400 a month after tax. Both cities can be done for less if you sacrifice more space, more time commuting, or more of your social life. They can also become way more expensive if you chase trendy neighborhoods, eat out constantly, or live alone. The important thing is not to obsess over the exact number, because yours will be different. The point is to understand the shape of the budget. In both cities, rent is the beast. Bills, transport, and food are the next big chunks. Fun money and savings are usually what gets squeezed when your income is too low. If you know that ahead of time, you can be honest with yourself. Maybe you look for higher-paying remote work before you move. Maybe you aim for roommates instead of your own studio. Maybe you decide that, for now, a slightly smaller city gives you a better life for your money. If you want a deeper breakdown for one city, with different salary levels and real example budgets, let me know in the comments whether you want a London deep dive or a New York deep dive next. You've been watching Broke to Basics, simple money and career tips when you're starting from zero. If this helped you picture real life in these cities, hit subscribe for more beginner-friendly videos for the US and UK. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial, investment, tax, or career advice. Always do your own research and consider speaking with a qualified professional before making big money decisions.